Hey, hey, hey! What up, what up, what up? It is Tuesday, July the 5th. I am on day 60 of my shadow work. And listen, I'm so proud of me because even in my moments of having my ups and downs and my highs and lows, I have managed to work myself down off the cliff. I've managed to calm myself down, tell myself that I'm okay. But I thought about something at work today. While I am embracing all of these sides of me, I'm embracing the parts that I like, of course, and then the parts that I don't like so much. So since I have had an acceptance of the abandonment issue, the mother wound issue, and how it shows up in different areas in my life, I thought about it. Well, what are other things, that I really want to accept about me? And what are things that women, people in general, not even just women, but women and men generally shun because of their upbringing, religious affiliation, their perception on what this thing is supposed to be. And the one thing I came up with sex, we tend to shun or shy away from who we are sexually, like the sexual beings. I don't know about you, but I was actually taught as a child that boys will give you cooties, they'll give you worms, it's nasty, it's gross, and the first time you have any type of interaction with a boy, you'll end up pregnant. Well, honey, let me tell you, not only did I not end up pregnant, but I decided that I didn't like boys. I decided that, I didn't like boys. And once I started to explore myself sexually, touching myself, self-pleasing, self-gratifying, feeling the way my skin feels to my hand and my touch, learning the things that I like, becoming familiar with the taste and the scent of me. Once I became that person, I then freed myself from the bondage or the box that I was in. But more importantly, I was able to articulate to someone else, this is what I like, this is how I like it, and also to return the favor, if you will. So this is not something, that's talked about, I feel, in most homes or in, religious congregations, but we need to do a better job of educating ourselves so that we can educate our children to view sex sexual differently, because sex can be a beautiful experience if by chance it is with the right person, the person that you are emotionally connected with, spiritually connected with. Like Karma Sutra didn't start off as a sexual thing until it came to the States. Kundalini is not a sexual thing until Westerners got a hold of it. But sex is supposed to be a spiritual connection where people bond together and they are bound by this soul contract, this sexual contract that we have entered, kind of like a covenant, if you will. But we have kind of turned sex into something bad, something that is negatively portrayed, whether it's on television or by way that we educate, our children. So self-pleasure is something that's taught that's wrong in the Bible. I don't agree with that. If you're not dating anybody or you don't have access to it, or you're not getting it as often or as frequent as you want at home, you better get to it, because you would be walking around here sexually frustrated, and that's a whole nother thing, right? But when embracing all parts of us, it is imperative to embrace that as well. So who you are sexually, how do you want that person to experience you? Do you give them your all? Is it a soul connection, or is it just a, hit it and quit it? But are you really into pleasing your partner and getting to know their body, having a mental connection with them so that there's a gratifying sexual, chemistry with them. That's very important. So accepting all parts of us. You know, if you are a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets, that's what'll keep them. I don't care if it's a man or a woman, honey. It'll keep them. You understand me? So, but it takes more than that, you know, to keep a person. It takes that, but it also takes, you know, intriguing conversation, getting to know one another on an intimate level, getting to know one another on a spiritual level, and you just don't have that connection everywhere. And what I've learned from myself is that when I'm not mentally stimulated, nothing happens downstairs. So with that being said, I know the type of person that is going to take to get next to me. You know, that doesn't happen often. You don't meet people who go deep enough to keep me stimulated. So find out what you like. I challenge you to get in there with somebody and try to connect on a deeper level and see how much the sex is enhanced. But accept all of you, baby. Accept that you like it the way you like it. Accept that you do what you do. Accept that you lay with who you lay with. Accept all parts of you. It does not matter what your mama said. It don't matter what the church said. As long as you feel good about you and you're able to get up in the mirror and there's a peace about yourself, you can continue to show love and compassion throughout the world. That's all we're supposed to do. The biggest lesson the Bible taught me was unconditional love. Love people unconditionally. I'm going to give that because that's what I want in return. I want people to love me. So I'm not going to be quick to point out faults. I'm not going to be quick to criticize myself. I'm going to love myself from the top of my head to the soles of my feet. I'm going to love me inside and out. The girl with the abandonment issues, the girl who has the mother wound, the girl who is writing the book, the girl who is the clinical psychologist, the girl who is from the hood, the girl from around the way. I'm loving all sides of me. Take it or leave it. And we all should have that attitude, because who's for us, they won't be against us. Who's for us will be rooting for us. Those who are for us will learn how to love us. That takes time, it takes diligence, and it takes patience. It doesn't come overnight, but it can absolutely happen. So with that, before I leave you, guys, love every single piece of you. And I'm talking about even the sexual beast that you are behind closed doors. You heard it here first. Until next time, continue to elevate.